Hello again. So this is a real basic Scratch lesson. It's how to kind of get things started. So we're going to go over here to create, to start creating. This will bring you to a new page. And also creating project. So what we have here, this area here, we call our stage. Okay. And this here is the place where we put our coding for the games or animations that we're going to create. The images that we use are called sprites. So for the first lesson, what I'm going to show you how to do is to be able to change or create a sprite, and also to change your background or make your own background. So firstly, let's look at how we can change to a different sprite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to this little cat here with the plus, and I'm simply just going to click on it to choose a sprite. Now, at the moment, I've selected all, which will show every single sprite that is there. Now, there's loads of sprites. Okay, so if you want to try and find something, you might be after something specific. So you might want an animal. So you can click on animals, and I'm going to click this crab. Yeah, like that. So I've got a new sprite. So if I want to, I can get rid of the cat that I don't want to use. No offense, cat. Next one, we're going to change the background. So the background is done exactly the same way, except for you're going to click on choose background. This works exactly the same way. You've got all the different categories up here. Good to help you choose. At the moment I'm on all, so you can see every single background. So I'm going to click on music, because as you know, I like music. And I am going to pick concert. Why not? I've got a crab on a stage. Why not? Okay, so there it is. That's how you create or choose a new backdrop, and how to change your sprites. Now, you might not want to use the sprites that are already there. You might want to create your own sprites. So the way you would do that is you would go to the choose sprite again, but this time you're going to move up, and you're going to click on the little paintbrush to paint. Okay, now the screen changes. If you want to draw shapes, you've got different shapes down here. Or if you want to just freehand paint something, there's a little paintbrush here. Let me click that off. My battery's running low, so I won't keep you too long. Right, so to start off with, we're going to choose a colour. Easiest way to do that, just slide the colour along here, and the saturation, kind of how bright the colour is, or how, well, not bright, how pale the colour is. Okay, if we go this way, then it's kind of a thicker colour. This is the brightness and darkness. Okay, so if I move it all the way to the left, then it goes completely dark to black. And if I move it all the way to the right, then it goes to shade of colour that you've chosen. Okay, I'm going to make a kind of pinky kind of colour, and I'm going to make it bright. Now, I'm going to draw a circle to start off with. Now, you want to make sure that you draw your sprites in the middle of your screen like this, okay? Reason being, once you get to moving your sprite, if it's not in the middle, then you're not going to have control of the movement of the sprite, okay? It will be off to one side, therefore whenever you move it, it'll move within that space, so we don't want that. So I'm simply going to draw a circle in the middle like that. I'm going to get my paintbrush, choose a different colour. I'm just going to make it really simple. I'm going to just simply draw two eyes like that, a nose, and a mouth. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can draw some teeth like this. Now this tool here, click on that. This is the fill tool. It will fill in whatever space I click on. So if I click on there, then it's going to fill it all in black. But I don't want black. I actually want white. To make white, I'm going to turn my brightness up, my my saturation down like that. Okay. Now I've made white. I click on there, and I filled it in white. So that's great. Okay. So there's my sprite. If I want to make it smaller, over here, I've got size. So I'm going to go to 50, like that, to make it a bit smaller. Now, in the same way, you can paint your own sprite, but you can also paint your own background. So what we would do for that is we would go here, where it says choose backdrop, and I'm going to go to the little paintbrush again. Now for this, I'm going to use a different shape. I'm going to use a square shape, and I'm going to make a greeny kind of colour, like that. Now, outline, you can turn outline off. If you notice on my sprite that I did earlier, there's a black outline. You might not want that. If you click on outline and click on the little line here, then you won't get an outline. You'll just simply get the shape that you've drawn. So I'm going to start off with, I guess it's some grass or something like that. Then I'm going to draw some mountains. Now I'm going to make some grey here. Oh, I noticed I actually did the wrong thing. What I'm doing is I am changing the colour of my grass rather than, there we go. Okay, rather than making a new shape. Right, okay, now I'm going to make some mountains. So I'm going to make black. To go all the way over, turn the saturation all the way over to the left, and then we get different shades of grey. I need to hurry up with this tutorial because, as you can see, my battery over here is really low. So what I can do is, if I want to, I can make my brush a bit thicker, and I can just draw some mountains like that. I can then use my fill tool, or I can make my paintbrush bigger and just simply draw some mountains, just freehand like this. Okay, if you want to. I'll do this really roughly because I don't want this to be a really long video with me just colouring in. Oops. Look, I'm not an artist, okay? Doing my best. Okay. Right, next bit. I want some sky. Here we go. Make a blue colour. It's daytime, so I'm not. Ooh, I did the same thing again. I need to make grey first. Right. Okay. Need to select here. Right, now I'm going to use my fill tool. Oh, no, it doesn't like that. I'll have to use my... Aha. Right. If you click this little button down here, convert, then you should work that time. There's different ways in which you can create images on Scratch. So what I did there was I converted... So it says convert to bitmap, which that's like a different type of picture file that you can get. As you can see, I've created a very simple background. Now, if you want to get back to your coding, just simply click on code here, and you're back to your main screen again. Okay, I will make another video for you a bit later. Thank you very much.